Didn't become a remote worker by luck. I followed a clear set of actions that took me from having no skill to making $8,000 in 6 months. This video breaks down everything that I did, and by the end of this video, you would know the exact roadmap you need to start your remote work journey. First step, I learned a skill. The truth is that you need a skill that you are going to offer as a service for people to pay you. Nobody is going to give you their money for free. You need to work for it. So the first step is actually learning a skill. Now, how do you pick a skill? I usually tell people that whatever skill that you are picking has to be a skill that you can easily make money with it. Example, if you're somebody that is very creative, then you know that you do well as a graphic designer. If you are somebody that loves research strategy, you know that you are going to do well as a content strategist, as a social media strategy. So whatever it is that you are learning, and make sure that it aligns with your strength. First step, pick a skill that you want to learn. The second thing I did was that I committed to learning the skill. You have to devote time if you want to learn a skill. A lot of persons always tell me that, but I don't have time. I do a business. How am I going to learn a skill? If you actually want to work remotely and you want to make it work for you, you have to commit to learning a skill. It could be 3 hours per day, it could be 4 hours, 2 hours per day, but make sure that you commit to learning a skill. Now, as you are learning a skill, make sure that you are working on mock projects. More projects are like practical tasks for you to actually practice the theory that you are learning, because you need to practice whatever it is that you are learning. So work on mock projects. If you are a designer, replicate other people's designs and seek for feedback. If you are a virtual assistant, reach out to people and tell them, can I help you manage your inbox? Can I help you organize your Google Drive? Those little tasks are what is going to give you the practical knowledge when you start working with your clients. So pick a skill and then practice with mock projects. Now, when you are done learning a skill, you want to seek out internship opportunities. A lot of persons make the mistake of going from learning a skill to wanting to start earning big money immediately. It doesn't work that way. Now you have been practicing, you have been learning. You want to experience what it feels like working in a real life scenario. Now, the truth is that most of those internship opportunities, some of them might not be paid. Yes, you will have to work for free. The truth is that they are going to give you the needed experience that you are going to need when you start working with your own clients. So seek out internship. It doesn't mean if it's paid or not. All you are focused on now is getting the experience. During your internship, make sure that you do good work, because the recommendation that is going to come from that internship is very, very important when you start applying to jobs. A lot of persons make this mistake of, I'm learning a skill, maybe I don't need to build my personal brand immediately. What actually gave me a great leap was that I started learning a skill, I started building my personal brand alongside. I was always talking about what I was learning. I was always posting about it. I signed up for a class, and every day after the class, I will go on Facebook, on X, and post what I learned for that day. Okay, this is what we taught for today. This is what I worked on. You have to build a personal brand. What this does is that you take your audience on a journey. They know when you started. You need to build that familiarity, because you could have your potential clients amongst your audience, but if you do not talk about what you do, how are you going to get clients? So you need to build your personal brand alongside. Do not wait until you have a lot of experience or until you are very good at what you do. No, start messy. The truth is that when you start, you don't even know if you are doing the right thing or not, but along the way you are going to learn. When I went on LinkedIn, I didn't even know what I was doing. I was just mirroring what successful creators were doing there. So make sure that you are building your personal brand alongside while you are learning a skill. Now, after your internship, you want to build your portfolio, because now you have gotten experience. You want to build your resume, you want to build your portfolio. You have what you are actually going to put in your resume in your work experience section. When you are building your resume, make sure that you speak in terms of what you did, used action verbs, designed, managed. Make sure you lay out exactly what you did, your achievements there, your accomplishments. For example, if you intend as a graphic designer, do not just say I designed 50 flyers. The impact of those 50 flyers. Did it boost conversion rates? Did it boost engagement? As a customer support person, did you cut customer response time? Right, in terms of metrics. Now, you want to pitch to your target audience. I use this method because it is very, very effective. Instead of applying to jobs and struggling with over 50 to 100 applicants, you could just pitch to your target audience. And how do you pitch? You research your target audience. If there are specific people you want to work with, look them up. Check out their company profiles, check out their LinkedIn, their Facebook, Instagram, social media handles, their website. You are doing this because you want to identify a gap. How do you come in? How does your skill fit in? Why do they need to hire you? You don't just want to pitch randomly. So you need to research your target audience, identify a gap between where they are and where your skill is going to take them, because that is exactly what you are going to use to pitch. So when you identify your target audience and know that, okay, this is how I am going to fit in, you use that particular pain point to pitch. And there's something that is very important when you are pitching. You have to lead with value. There's a saying, givers never lack, and people will not give you something until they have collected from you. So you need to give something. Let's say you're a designer and you have gone through their social media pages and you think that yes, their design could be better. Pick one of their designs, redesign it. Redesign it and show them how it can be better. If you are a strategist, create a little strategy and show it to them. If you are a writer, you could pick out 20 of their competitors and show them this is what your competitors are doing and they are not doing the same thing. And that is why your ROI is not increasing. When they have seen the gap where your skill is going to come in and fill, I'm telling you the truth, you are going to get hired. I use this exact strategy and that's what I used to get my first job. I pitched to the founder, I redesigned 3 of their designs and I got hired immediately. So whenever you want to pitch, make sure that you lead with value. Now, another thing that helped me was that, remember I talked about building your personal brand when you are starting out. Over the time, I kept building my personal brand and I started getting little gigs. Like, you are going to start from small. A lot of persons just overlook this part and think that, oh, I just want the big money. No, it doesn't work that way. You have to start from small, from scratch. So when you do good work for a client, that client refers you to another client. That client refers you to another client. And that is how you start making big money. So while you are building your personal brand alongside, if you stay consistent, the opportunities start to come. You start having brands reach out to you saying, can we work with you? Can you do this for me? And that is how it works. Now, you might say, how do I build my personal brand? I'm going to make a separate video on how you can actually build a personal brand. But you want to talk about your stories, how you started, what made you started, research your audience and create content around their pain points, solving their pain points, share client testimonials to build social proof, and a strong call to action for clients to work with you. So, someone might say, how do I make my first $1,000 working remotely? Learn a skill, commit to learning it, apply to internship, build your portfolio, pitch to your target audience, build your personal brand. This is the exact roadmap that I used and it worked for me, and that is why I am sharing it to you. If you found this video very helpful, follow me for more content just like this.